Hey everyone, my name is Simpsy. How you all doing? Welcome to my FIFA 23 Journeyman Career Mode series on FIFA's Realism mod, with the main objective of this series is to win as many league titles as we can and ultimately try and win the Champions League. I hope you all enjoy. We're going to be kicking this series off with a brand new update on FIFA's Realism mod, with some updated transfers. Wout Weghorst and Sabitzer joining United, João Cancelo to Bayern Munich, Jorginho and Trossard to Arsenal, the abundance of Chelsea signings, Madueke, João Felix, Mudryk, Fernandes, just to name a few, and obviously Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT, going to Saudi. I wanted to wait until February before starting a brand new career series. I can't be the only one. Let me know in the comments. Do you feel weird starting a career series in the January? I feel like it makes career modes unrealistic when you see Memphis Depay go to Atletico Madrid, but he's still playing for Barcelona in your career series. So it's been a while since I've sat down and played a proper career series in a while, and I couldn't choose what team to play as. So I thought I would let the FIFA randomizer choose a career mode for me. Now, whatever the randomizer decides where to put us, we're going to be starting our career mode there. Then we're allowed to accept job offers once we gain renown and prestige to manage other clubs. So we're going to be hitting the randomizer 6 times because Simpsy is 6 letters, same with FIFA. So we're going to be managing in Italy, which is awesome because it's fully licensed in FIFA's Realism mod. So we have the country. So then we're going to randomize where in the pyramid. Now obviously there's only Serie A and B. So we're going to keep randomizing. It's going to be in Serie A. Oh, okay. A little bit disappointed. I wanted to be a little bit further down. For example, maybe in like Denmark or Australia or Belgium. But we're going to be playing this career series in Europe's top 5 leagues. So let's see who we get. And we're going to be playing as Udinese. Oh, wow. How well are Udinese doing in real life? That's a team I've completely forgotten about. Okay, they currently sit in 8th of Serie A. Oh wow, they're actually having a pretty good season. So they're a mid-table team. Obviously they've got the Watford connection, so we might be able to sign former Watford players, and I want to try and sign a bunch of Italians, I guess, try and keep it realistic and sensible. I think that's not a bad team. What do you guys reckon in the comments? But what I really love about this career series now is we've got a fully licensed Serie A. We've got Roma, we've got Napoli, we've also got Atalanta fully licensed thanks to FIFA and his modding team. We're going to have to give it a legitimate stadium name, Udinese Calcio. And settings for this career mode, ultimate difficulty, 3-minute halves, Euros is going to be our currency. I'm going to keep it on loose strictness, no financial takeover, no international job offers, European competitions open, and the transfer window. Let's go. So Simpsy, the Australian, has been offered the job at mid-table Udinese. And I can't wait to see our career objectives. And look at the squad. Okay, interesting formation. I recognize some of those names. Delafeu, Beto, Udogi. Okay, let's have a look at our objectives. What does the board want us to do? We'll try and roleplay this as best as we can and follow it tightly. But man, that's a little bit ridiculous. Sign 2 crucial first team players and make a profit over 100 million euros? Wow, okay. Sign 4 youth academy players. That's doable. We can look to do that in the short term. Get a clean streak of 5, no continental. And they want us to finish mid-table. So within this first season, it seems quite reasonable. We've got a small budget of only 11 million euros. So that's going to be quite tight to negotiate with. But we might be able to bring in and loan in players from Watford, we'll see. And let's have a look at the team. So our highest rated player is Gerard Delafeu. We've got some pretty decent looking players. We actually haven't got a terrible list. Pretty decent goalkeeper. We've got a lot of forwards by the look of this. Got some decent centre backs as well. I like the look of these guys a lot. Perez, Arslan, he looks alright. Udogi, Isaac Success. I forgot about him. He plays for Udinese. Okay, former Watford man. So default formation 3-5-1-1. Not the biggest fan of this formation by the get-go. I think we'll look to change it. Yeah, the previous formation, in my opinion, looked way too narrow. So we are playing in Italy. We probably want to try and roleplay a little bit. So let's go with a 3 at the back formation, which I'm not the biggest fan of. However, out of all the 3 at the back formations, 3-5-2 I think is the best, and then going from like ultra attack and ultra defense and switching in between. So I think this is the best possible team going forward in this career series. So let's have a quick look at the youth academy. Patrice Traore, who's from the Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire. He looks quite decent, but he is a little bit too young. Now, obviously, we are using the realism mod, so the youth academy has been reworked. We're going to be able to sign people from 13, 15 upward, so that's good. We can invest in that. Okay, so we've got a pretty decent scout here, Umberto Conti, and I think we shall, well, send him to Italy. We don't even have the money to get any more scouts, and it can be a little bit overpowered at times as well. So, I tried to find Torvan, and he's not in this save for some reason. However, I do quite look at Sarr. Now, he's at Watford. We don't have that much money. 8 million is all we can offer, and they're not interested. So, Ismail Sarr, we can't get him from Watford. Alright, maybe we're better off going with transfers, because it is a lot easier and realistic to sign players on the transfer list than normally. So are there any of these players that I'm interested in? Okay, we can investigate some of these. Alright, so Jose Mourinho has transfer listed Stefan El Shawari, 29 years of age, and we're going to try and negotiate with the Portuguese manager, and he's accepted. Nice. This would be a really strong addition if we can get Stefan El Shawari. And the deal's gone through. He's accepted the contract for 7 million euros, a career mode legend over the years. It's a shame how the Italian ethnic Egyptian's career has sort of fallen off quite a bit. But now he's joined Udinese and is going to help us out on that wing. Nice. And he looks quite good in a kit. It's kind of similar to Juventus / Newcastle's kit. It's starting to grow on me. Okay, we've got some offers here for some of our players, and we're going to reject a lot of those. Okay, big offer here for Gerard Deulofeu. 17 million, not big enough. If a United or like a Man City came in for him, I might entertain it. Alright then, let's get stuck into the first match of this series. In the friendly season, we're going to be facing Leeds at Old Trafford, would you believe? So legend difficulty, no, that needs to be changed to ultimate. We'll go into the settings and do that. And I guess I'll show you the settings that I'm running with for this career series. Yep, 3 minutes ultimate. And all of the game settings for the user / CPU are on default, except for the acceleration and speed, which I've dropped down for 40 for both sides, just so there's a little bit more time and less speed on the ball for both sides, just so they can sort of, myself and the AI can sort of calculate. But that's also what I've been recommended sliders wise for this particular mod. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done an episodical series where I've sat down and played some old school classic career mode. I will chuck some editing here and there. I do enjoy the one-off videos, but it's been a while since I've sunk my teeth into a career series, and hopefully we can have some storylines, look to learn about this team, and grow. And we're about to concede here because we're not quick enough to get back. Oh no! From kickoff, 3 minutes in, I need to switch on. We've already conceded against Leeds. Crikey. Now this should be a little bit open, this match, because Leeds do tend to play a high line, and Delafeu has been released. It's 1-1 on the counter-attack. A great goal by the Spaniard, answering 18 minutes in with a glorious goal at Old Trafford. But yeah, I don't mind doing the one-off videos, but I feel like I want to go back to my roots and do a series. What do you guys like to watch? Oh my god! An ankle biter there. Yeah, what do you guys prefer? One-off videos or series? Like, I feel like I'm known for more episodical stuff, but maybe you can do both from time to time. Alright, I need to switch on here. Oh, great ball over the top. How we found Gerard Delafeu! He's going to have a phenomenal season this career series. He feels so good on the ball. It's 2-1. Let's go. At the other end now, Weston McKennie. Obviously a newly signed man for Leeds. The American goes forward. The former Juventus player. Interesting. Delafeu, after scoring 2, sends through Arslan. Nice. Good stuff. 3-2. Looking to build things up slightly. El Shawari on the ball in debut. Some nice 1-2 passing. Oh my god. He's away again. Oh, what another great goal. This is going to turn into a high-scoring game. I can just see. It's 4-2. Yeah, Leeds are like one of the only teams in career mode that play an incredible high line. And it looks like Jude Bellingham has joined Liverpool. That's massive. We go again here now. Oh, 5-2. Okay, loving the formation. The openness, not so much. But I'm feeling good with this team. It feels great on the ball. A lot of quality players and names as well. I do quite like the two-man formation. And these balls over the top are ridiculous. How have we snuck that one through? 6-2 in the 67th minute. We're running away with it a bit against Leeds. Dallas. Oh, Dan James. Probably the fastest player on the pitch. Finds Watkins and gets his goal. 6-3. Leeds are having a little bit of resurgence in this match. Overall, my defenders are tracking back well, but I feel like some of my centre-backs are just a little bit too tired, and we're conceding some very average goals there. 6-4. Crazy scoreline. But we keep on finding these balls over the top. Oh, good block there. I stuffed that one up, unfortunately. Come on, boys. Overall, you're doing so well. Dan James. Okay. Leeds have come back here with 3 in a row. 11 goals in this opening match. I think what we want to do is just hold on to the ball and try and kill it off. Because sometimes the best form of attack is defense. He couldn't release it. And only a couple more minutes now. Can we hold on from this attack? But what an opening fixture for this career series. Interesting ball. Oh, they might get an opportunity here. Needs a big tackle to come in. Contain. Oh, good tackle, Wallace. And that's it. Udinese wins 6-5. And Delafeu scores 3 goals. Wow. A hat-trick hero on debut. What a crazy, crazy match to start off this career series. Hopefully that's a bit of a taste and a tease for many more matches and fixtures to come. Delafeu hits a hat-trick for the win. Oh, here we go. Interesting transfer development in the inbox here. It's been brought to my attention that Ismail Sarr has been approached by Manchester United. Okay, looks like he's going to be going there for 20 million euros. Okay, we'll try and keep tabs on this as his transfer status has now changed. If he does sign, we might be able to get him on a loan, but that's a bit of a shame. We're not going to be able to get him on a permanent deal in this career series. Manchester United are going to beat us to the signing of Ismail Sarr. Alright, still continuing with the friendly tournament, of course. We're topping it with a whopping 6 goals. And we've got a match now against Osasuna. After that first match on Ultimate Difficulty, I feel confident enough with this team to go in to the first match of the season. This team feels very, very good on the ball. So it's a 2-1 victory. Unfortunately, picked up an injury there. Hopefully that's not too costly. And I feel fine to sim the rest of the friendly tournament. So Wallace has picked up a... How long? Oh, no. That actually might be significant. He's out for 2 months. Oh, no. That's terrible. Okay, so we're going to have to restructure our defensive midfield. Wallace, the 27-year-old Brazilian, a mainstay in our centre defensive midfield, is now injured. Alright, so we're going to have to bring in the youngster, Makengo, and we'll see how he goes. Alright, high. Oh, actually, some of those stats look okay. Left footer as well. He should be able to partner with Arslan in the midfield. But overall, we got a pretty solid squad, if I do say so myself. Okay, so now we have the final of the European Cup, I suppose. We're going to be facing Lecce. We top our group. And after we sim this, 2-0 victory. And then we've got a match against Juventus and then Atalanta in August, Napoli. So we've got a pretty stacked calendar month. So congratulations, you've won. Nice. We've got our first crop of Youth Academy players. Now, if we stay at the club for 3 years, we might be able to see Rossi make it to the first team, but hopefully we can create some storylines and drag some of these players with us, because I'm going to be doing a fair few seasons of this career mode. And he's gone and moved. Ismail Sarr has moved to United, and I'd be curious to see if they're interested in a loan, but it doesn't seem likely. Alright, going to go through here and look at the transfer listed players, because you can pick up some real good bargains in the realism mod. Once they've been transfer listed and loan listed, compared to obviously vanilla, they are far more likely to move, and you can sometimes pick them up for a third or a fourth of their price. Pepe would be kind of a sweaty signing. I don't think that's overly too realistic / sensible. I want to try and keep the career series that. Let's have a look in the Bundesliga. Maybe getting a German. It doesn't really make much sense. We are playing in Italy. We're going to try and prioritize Italians. So I've gone through here and found all of the transfer listed players that I'm interested in. Dastiglio, Cedric, Arias, Pereira, Schneiderlin, and I might try and prioritize Dastiglio. Now, we don't have the finances to pull off a full transfer for him. So the 29-year-old plays for Juventus, obviously AC Milan. He's had quite a storied career, and he can probably help out on that right side, which is essentially a right wing back as well. So I want to try and get a really good deal here negotiating with Allegri. It's going to be a 2-year loan, and that means he's 31 by the time it ends. So it's going to be a 45-55 split, and Dastiglio is going to be joining Udinese, and he's going to be coming in the front door, our first cinematic. For some reason, El Shawari didn't have one. So I think two very strong, sensible, and realistic signings. Obviously, both being transfer / loan listed, both of Italian pedigree, and are going to be moving to a mid-table club as they're aging. So I'm curious to see how well Dastiglio and El Shawari do at Udinese in this first season. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and opinions on these two, and in the future, players you would like me to sign. And with that, that's pretty much it. We're not going to be able to sign anyone finances-wise. We might be able to sign some Youth Academy players, but that's the 11 million euros / wages spent for this first season, unless we have some transfers in January. but only time will tell. So let's go and plop him in on that right side. So yeah, it was essentially the wings / wing backs are the weakest there. So El Shaarawy is going to be the attacking wing back, while Dastiglio is going to be more so the defensive. So we've got Juventus, Atalanta, and Napoli. 3 matches we definitely want to try and get some sort of points from. If we can pick up at least 1 win out of those, I would be incredibly happy, but only time will tell. We want to try and finish mid-table, and I wouldn't mind going far in the Coppa Italia. But here we go, first match of this career series at the Udinese Calcio Stadium. We're going to be hosting a Juventus side. At the time of recording, Juventus are not having a very good season whatsoever. Would you believe it? In real life, we currently sit atop of them in the table. So I'm curious to see if their real life form will reflect in game. It's a unseasonal match here on match day 1 in Italy, currently pouring down with rain. If you're not too sure with where Udinese is, it is currently like northeast of Venice. It's right on the Slovakia border, so maybe we can get some Slovak players potentially. But here we go. Pereira finds Delafeu, the 2 Watford men combined. The newly rotated central defensive mid comes in. El Shaarawy with the ball in, floats it. And it looks like Bremer, the newly signed Brazilian centre-back, is going to fan that one out. Di Maria finds Dusan Vlahovic. Vlahovic, nearly got it back past Silvestri, but we're going to be able to go for another attack again. Ping pong at the moment, but I think we've slipped through. Beto! Oh, the Portuguese man gets the shot blocked. Is it Beto, like Eto, or is it Beto? I've heard both. I would think it'd be like, that's a massive tackle there by Nutink, the captain, and a pretty big wind up there. So, still 0-0, 17 minutes in. Pretty action-packed, if we're being honest. Paul Pogba, back in Italy. Curious to see how well his first season does. Dastiglio facing his former side, and somehow Silvestri got a foot to that. It's going to be another Juventus corner kick. Oh, good tackle there, Dastiglio, against his former side as well, looking to prove a point. And Udinese might be away here. Delafeu, Beto, you guys need to come up and help. Nice ball in to Delafeu. Oh, nearly got a deflection, but Bonucci put it wide. Ball in to Beto. Couldn't find the head. Arslan. Okay, still recovers the football well and protects it. Becao. Not good enough. Yeah, there's a lot of likable players and characters in this series. Good tackle, Dastiglio, having an amazing debut. I'm going to be heartbroken if any of the big teams in Europe top 5 leagues come for us. Like, let's be honest, if a PSG, a Man United, a Man City, a Real, or a Barca came for any one of my players, it's probably sensible to sell them. I do want to try and be realistic and be like, hey, we are a selling club at the end of the day. But Udinese, obviously, had some club legends. Di Natale, one of a few legends. Oh, Pogba here. We haven't won Serie A before, so that would be amazing. Oh my god, how was Dusan Vlahovic hit the post there? Still 0-0, but a lot of highlights. Incredibly action-packed. Oh no, here we go. Opportunity, good tackle again. Perfect timing. I'm really liking this formation. I very rarely play 3 at the back in FIFA, but it works out well. Beto, oh my god, he's burned through Rafael Guerrero, and he has to convert this one. Beto 1-on-1 with a nice piece of individual brilliance. Udinese takes the lead at half-time. On the stroke, Beto in the pouring rain probably doesn't help. It actually might help us more, as Juventus are a quite skillful team. Obviously, we're not going to have as many 5-star skillers in this rank. But oh no, Juventus down in the mud. And the true black and white are going on to win. Could we be the next Juventus in Serie A? Potentially. We've taken the lead here and we want to try and protect it. Okay, so after 46 minutes of gameplay, it's a 1-0 lead. Okay. I think for this series we're going to be doing like full highlights, because I don't mind the occasional edited video here and there, but like I said, I wanted to make this sort of a classic old school career mode where you sit down and sort of play out the games. Because I feel like the majority of career mode content, like, hardly anyone plays the actual game these days. It's not a criticism, it's just a fact. Oh, here we go. Even I've noticed and gone into it a bit. Delafeu. Oh my god, we're 2-0 up here. How's he snuck that one through? Delafeu and Beto are a little bit sweaty. Delafeu, 90 rated, former Barca man, former Watford. The Spaniard breaks away. With a great goal there as well. Things are starting to open up a little bit as Gerard Delafeu sneaks that one in. Having an amazing season so far. Obviously former Everton as well. Yeah, I can already see Premier League sides in the January sniffing around some of these players. But the way we're going, I don't know. The confidence with this team, the sky's the limit. I do feel a little bit... It's a little bit unfair that I got a team like this on the randomizer. I was kind of hoping for some obscure Scandinavian team or something, or maybe like a Belgium. Oh, they've got one back here. Because I feel like Udinese, I don't know, I'd have to look, but there must be nobody has done a FIFA 23 Udinese career mode, except for like the one Italian fan / YouTuber. Like there must be hardly any. I think they're only a team with... I think the population is quite small as well. It's one of the smallest club teams in Europe, and we've gone away here 3-1. Oh, wow. Incredible stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Just the way with this team, it's got a lot of former Premier League players. The quality is there. I feel like we can get a lot of top market value for some of these players as well. Like, the sky's the limit with this team. Now, I want to be trying to stay loyal with them as long as possible. I want to try and win a trophy at least, but this is a journeyman save, of course. And we're going to try and win as many trophies around Europe and league titles, with ultimately trying to win the Champions League. So if we get a massive job offer from one of the top... God, Pereiro now with a goal. 4-1. If we get a top job offer from one of the top teams in Serie A, your Napolis, your Atalantas, maybe even Juventus, if Allegri gets sacked, it's going to be hard to say no. But maybe it might be quite cool. We build this elite team and then have to eventually move. So... I'm not going to make it a rule that, you have to move after one season. We'll just see how this career series goes. Because quite often, it's a little bit of a weird thing. Like, with career modes, quite often, maybe it's just that the audience as well, they got one back here, 4-2. I need to switch on a little bit. But, it's quite often you play as the club, not the manager, compared to Football Manager. I guess it's more that sort of focus. Like, there are far more... that I've noticed, Football Manager series, a Journeyman series where you go around and try and win. Well, there's even the Football Manager thing. How has Beto been allowed to absolutely burn through Zachariah there? And he scored as well. Man. The score lines are ridiculous at the moment. Oh, wow. What was the point I was trying to make? Oh, yeah, right. So you go around and win in North America, South America, Africa. You can't really do that in FIFA because the leagues aren't like there and fully available, and it's pretty hard to get a job offer from like North America if you're tearing it up in the Champions League. So we'll just see how well we do. So we're focusing on myself, Tom Simpsey, the Football Manager. Also, by the way, I I'll just show you the sliders, because this is it's all on default except for the speed, which is crazy, on ultimate as well. Because this is another scoreline which has just gone out. It's just blown out of proportion, 5-2. But I think that's just FIFA 23 for you. It's both sides don't have a hard time scoring, regardless of the difficulty. Even if it's unrealistic, which is kind of annoying. I personally am the big fan of the 1 goal, 2 goal, 2-3 scoreline. Anything that goes above 4 and 5 is a little bit unrealistic. But how can I stop not scoring? You know what I mean? But I guess from when they make the gameplay, goals attract eyes and attention, so the more goals the better. It's because they prioritize Ultimate Team gameplay than career mode. So 5-3, you're going to have to switch on here because they could come back within this last 4, but if we're successful here today, we might be able to have a massive first win of the season against Juventus. My defense is still shocking, but it's okay because we've got 3 at the back and we're probably going to concede anyway. We can go forward quite easily. Come on, make the run. Deulofeu. He might be able to find Beto. No, he's not. Big block there for Chesney. And that's it. The full-time whistle blows. We start off with a massive 8-goal drumming over Juventus. 5-3 it ends. And looks like Allegri's season is going to be going as bad as it is currently in real life. 8 shots to 10. Good result. And now that puts us in second somehow. Oh, how's that? It's because we conceded. Inter managed to win 5-0. Atalanta and Lazio up there. Alright, moving on now to the second match of the career series. We currently sit in second, Inter first, Atalanta in third after winning their first match. So we're going to go away to Bergamo and hopefully we can pick up another win in match day 2 of this career series. It's going to be a good one. Deulofeu and Beto on red hot form. Pereira creating the plays. Arslan and some of the youngsters holding out in midfield. El Shawari on that left hand side being the attacking, confident, offensive winger, while Distiglio is holding back. Our defense has been quite strong as well, with Nutink, the captain, commanding the defense. And it's only taken 5 minutes in for an outside the toe poke shot from Deulofeu. It's 1-0. 5 minutes in, doing his signature celebration. Man, the way he's going, he might break the Serie A top goal scoring record. Oh my god. Crazy. He is playing so well for me. I just feel so good with him on the ball. It's the big man, small man combo. He's like a budget Messi. It's the best way to describe him, just because of his height and low center of gravity, I guess. Oh, that's not really good. Yeah, so top 10 is the aim. Is there a chance we could get European places? Maybe. Maybe I'm speaking out of tune here, as Duvan Stafpata makes it 1-1. Answering incredibly quite quickly. Nice little bit of skill by Deulofeu. Trying to set up El Shawari. Just make the run. There we go. Oh, he's tracking him well there. Former Juventus defender. Deulofeu back at it again though. Oh, okay. Atalanta seem a little bit more switched on compared to Juventus. Good tackle there. Yeah, my defense isn't the quickest. Like, if a player gets sent in behind, it's quite hard to catch them. Here we go. Deulofeu now, though. We'll take that. Taking the lead back again. Yeah, if you put Deulofeu one-on-one in the box, he's going to score 9 times out of 10. I don't know how I've not played with him in FIFA 23. He was a really sweaty, like, winger and centre forward back in the day, wasn't he? Dude, he feels so good. Have you got... Let me know in the comments if you've been, playing with Deulofeu in FIFA 23 before. They seem super up for this. They keep on responding so quickly. Oh, nearly taking the lead there. Silvestri. Oh my god. He was doing so well. Unfortunately, Atalanta have taken the lead with Muriel. It's kind of a similar combo. I think that's what it is. Like, you have your Muriel slash Deulofeu, like the same player. And then you've got your Beto and Zapata, which is interesting. Okay, 37 minutes in. Well, I actually don't mind doing like full matches like this when there's just so much action. This is action-packed. I can understand when people... What's an interesting interception? Hang on. Oh, it's offside in the end. Like, if you watch a full match and there's no goals, but I don't know how many goals we're averaging now at the moment, but it must be somewhere between 6 to 7 goals a match, which is absurd. It's great to see the AI scoring. It's not just me winning 6-0, 5-0 or anything. They're actually scoring as much as me. It looks like it could be a quite open Serie A season. I do quite like the Italian league. Great goal there. Although I'm a bit of a Premier League merchant with career modes, I would probably say my favourite league outside England is probably Italy. Some people like the Bundesliga because of the shorter fixtures. It's a little bit of a one-team league. So upsetting that apple cart against Bayern is quite fun. La Liga, there's some interesting teams, like the top 5. But apart from that, I think Italy overall has just like so many more like unique badges and teams and history as well. I don't know. I think there's like overall more interesting teams. I do quite like Rome though. I'm a Rome file. Here we go. Distiglio now though. Oh, I should have passed it off. I wanted him to score his first goal for Udinese. All in. That's another thing as well. I wish there was some way to track goals scored overall. Like, something what I love about Football Manager so much is like the amount of data you get for your players. It's insane. So 3-3 at the moment. Stekelenburg is signed for Sassuolo. Duvan Zapata now takes the lead. Oh, man. Absolute ping-pong at the moment. Massive win against Juventus. We're going to struggle to take the lead and even win this one. But we'll try and build things up from the back. Let's go. Pereira. There we go. Deulofeu now. Oh, he's away. They're like matching our formation, which is interesting. Nice goal. 4-4. 8 goals in this match. Yeah. At this rate, Deulofeu, it's highly likely that he could very well win the Golden Boot. Muriel. Come on, need a good tackle here. Makengo. Haven't learnt to say his name right. I do know some of them off the top of my head, but I feel like ever so often I just have to learn the names. Interesting ball in. Oh. Even that's a bit of discussion as well. Some people criticize me for how I say names because there's the there's the way you can say it as an English person with an English accent. Then there's obviously my butched Australian accent that says it weirdly. And then you can try and say it how it's properly said. So like Juventus is a really good example of that. Oh my god, what a goal. So a British person would say Juventus, right? I would say Juventus as an Australian, but it's, if you want to say it how the Italians say it and say it with an accent, it'd be Juventus. And I tend to say it like that sometimes. Because I feel like if you want to say, I don't know, it's like it's with the accent or not. Montpellier. Granada. PSG. I don't know. Italy. I like to roleplay. I like to embrace the culture and try and get it right. It's 5-5 at the moment. 10 goals in this match. This is absolutely ridiculous. Next goal wins, essentially. But honestly, at this rate, I'll take a tactical draw. But with these amount of goals for both sides, we are growing both our players stats-wise. Oh! And there's good shot there. Massive save from Silvestri, a Serie A career mode legend. I was thinking maybe replacing him. He's not the most highest rated goalkeeper, but he's been on top form. It's a deflection there. Alright, last chance here. Got to build this up from the back. Let's go, 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 go. Nutink, captain. Swings it to El Shawari. Turns his man. Oh, he somehow puts on the afterburners. And he's away. Oh, hang on. We've got an opportunity here. El Shawari just needs to sweat it to Delafeu. Oh, he tucks it in. We've got the 3 points. Would you believe it? Gerard Delafeu scores the winner. And we get the cinematic there. Because they know there's not enough time for Atalanta to go up the other end and score. 6-5. What an absurd match. El Shawari, thanks to Nutink. Great goal there. Straight from the back as well. We build it up and hits it into the open net. Oh, hits the roof of it as well, though. And Gerard Delafeu, I don't even know how many goals is that. That could be 5 for him, potentially. Crazy. I wasn't counting. But at this rate, he's unstoppable. Yeah, 5 attempts, 5 goals for Gerard Delafeu. Crazy. We're just basically going through the 2 attack vectors of Beto and him. Like, no one else needs to score. These guys are just so clinical. 5-goal Delafeu rips apart the Atalanta defense. What a headline. Alright, transfer deadline day. We've got no money. It's really only outgoings. So, we'll see if there's any developments. Looks like Skriniar could potentially be leaving Inter to join PSG. Juan Cuadrado. It looks like he could move to Real. James Milner going to Fiorentina. João Mario to AC. Looks like Francesco could be leaving Lazio to join Atletico Madrid. Oh, James Maddison has joined Liverpool. That's a pretty big move. He tends to move to Newcastle in career modes. Ruben Neves moves to Barca for 40 million euros. That's pretty good. I rate that signing. We will go through the top transfers around the world. We'll try and keep track of that, because I'm always curious as well. It's reported to be realistic and sensible in the realism mod, so let's see how sensible this is. So, Jude Bellingham going to Liverpool, I'd say. I don't know about that Pedri deal. He's gone to PSG for 110 million. That's absurd. Maybe if Barcelona had financial issues, potentially. Skriniar. Smith Rowe's gone to Aston Villa. Weird. You forget he played for Leipzig. Chukwueze's gone to Arsenal. That's a pretty cool move. Benacer to PSG. Yusuf Enesiri to Everton's massive. Grimaldo to Barca, realistic. Calabria probably as well. Martial to AC. I could see that. Pavard to PSG, sensible. Bowen to Man City, not so much. Stones, no. Di Lorenzo's gone to Madrid. Matip's gone to Spurs. Wow. Brozia's gone to Newcastle. That's cool. That's pretty realistic. And then obviously our club deals. Distiglio coming in on a loan, and then us picking up a bargain. And Stefan El Shawari for 7.4 million euros from Roma. And looks like Wallace, our CDM, has come back from his major injury. Rightio then, let's move on to match day 3 against Napoli. Lazio sit atop of the league, followed by Sassuolo. We currently sit in 3rd, AC Milan in 4th. However, let's be honest, it is incredibly early days in this career series. Ultimate difficulty, September. Let's go. I'm curious to see how the table's going to be at the end of the season. Obviously, we haven't had the January transfer window. I kind of hope that none of our players get sniped, but here we go. A late winner against Atalanta and beating Juventus on the opening day. If we beat Napoli here today at home, we could potentially go 3 straight wins into the first season of this career mode. Let's go. Let's try and build things up. We start off with possession of the football. We want to make it count and not needlessly lose it. El Shawari on that left-hand side. Nice little ball back in. Oh my god, what a big tackle. And I'm not going to take the tactical foul because we can use this to our advantage as Deulofeu scores an outstanding goal there just before the 6th minute. And that celebration is so annoying. Wow, massive foul. And we used it for our advantage. 6 minutes in, we take the lead against Napoli, a team who are top of the league in real life, are having an amazing career mode season. That winger, is he Georgian or is he Armenian? I can't remember. He's wicked though. A lot of teams are sniffing around him. Oh, I'm more of an Osimhen fan. But Napoli put the pressure on there, getting the first shot on target. Silvestri not shaken. And we might have an opportunity here to create something. I feel like Napoli are flying in with some absolute reckless tackles here. Pereira, unfortunately the pass was mistimed. And now Napoli have an opportunity to have a bit of a stab at it as Politano goes away. Back to Osimhen. It was only a matter of time before the Nigerian international was going to score. Man, I've been such a huge fan of Victor Osimhen. Like, for years, I used to sign him wherever he was. If he was at Lille, I'd sign him up. If he was at Wolfsburg, I would always get him. And then, obviously, he's become such a well-known and renowned player. Obviously playing for Napoli now and having an amazing season. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if United go out and sign him, because they've got such a huge Nigerian fan base. Like, he's the most popular, like, footballer in Nigeria, I'd say. Like, even from, like, a marketing perspective, I could see them doing it. But to be fair, you never know. Chelsea, if João Felix's move fails, I could see him going there. 1-1 El Shawari. Just trying to look to tuck it back in. Pereira! Oh, it's a great goal there. Normally in, like, previous FIFAs, once you get to the byline, you can kind of just, like, whip it in with a cross. But I've found in sort of these later FIFAs, it's incredibly effective to cut back in, double press A to put just like a floated ball in. You'll be able to see this. So El Shawari, double tap A, puts it in aerially, and Pereira, obviously incredibly technical and calm on the ball. It was actually nearly, who was that? It must have been Deulofeu. Potentially could have been blocking the sight and eye line. Oh, we've been done there. Of the goalkeeper. Osimhen makes it 2-2. Oh, I can't defend on FIFA 23 for the life of me. I've tried tactical, I've tried default, but I think it's just the engine, like, and the gameplay how it is. Because I can score a lot easier than previous FIFAs, but also in the same boat, I concede a lot. I just think it's the gameplay just wants you to have high-scoring matches, which I've mentioned before, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think that's just sort of a legacy from Ultimate Team. Like, if you're watching a final between the best two FIFA pros, do you want a 2-1 victory? A 3-1? No, you want a 10-11 goal fest. Because you can clip it up. Oh, good tackle there, Nutink. Oh no, that's a favourable drop. Oh, far out. And it's a Victor Osimhen hat-trick there, unfortunately. Just before halftime as well. A huge morale boost for them. Victor Osimhen with a massive goal. That's unfortunate. They take the lead. Yeah, I just like someone like him, it's pretty hard to stop. 85, 86 rated. Such a good player. And we look to build up and go again. Half-time, we trail 3-2, but the amount of goals you guys are getting per match, it's kind of insane. Let's continue on. I do get comments about upping the time, but I think the scorelines would be more ridiculous if they were longer games. Maybe that's it as well. I prefer to play like 3 minutes when I'm playing the full match. Nice. I do quite like the new highlights FIFA in career mode. That's fun from time to time. If you're in a little bit of a tedious league that you can walk on through. But nothing beats full FIFA gameplay. Nice. Let's build things up. Also, the thing with full highlights as well, sometimes when you chop it up into clips, you lose a little bit of context. Like, sometimes you can be dominating and like not scoring anything. It turns into a boring 0-0. Or you're getting dominated and you still somehow win. For example, in this match has been a little bit weird. Osimhen's been really quite good going forward. Everyone else, like Politano, not so much. But Napoli have been putting in some absolute reckless tackles, giving away a lot of frees, which turn into advantages. Oh my god, Pereira, look at him. He's so good on the ball. Just absolutely gliding around. 3-3. Oh, Nutink, man. We had a couple of offers for him in the summer, but I couldn't sell the captain as Gerard Delafeu scores. I was just trying to open up the angle there. Sometimes it's worth going back and forth, not knowing to score with your right or left foot just to confuse the goalkeeper and drag him slightly out of position. So we've taken the lead. But yeah, I was a little bit skeptical about Nutink and a couple of the other defenders who are quite slow. But so far they're attacking acclimate. Dude, even the interception as well. Come on. Oh my god. Silvestri with a big save, and it's going to go out. They're going to take the tactical corner kick. Zielinski, the Polish international, is going to come on for this match. Going to go with another attempt here. Distiglio needs to track Politano. Somehow that ball got released, unfortunately. And Zan... Oh my god. It's not the Zaniolo. He's currently in Turkey. Plays for Galatasaray now. Ball in from Lozano. Delafeu wins it. Oh, if he can break away here, he might be able to. Mario's not the quickest. There we go. Dude. 90 pace. Wasn't the most convincing shot, but we've made it 5-3. Yeah, Delafeu is ridiculous in career mode. I would be curious to see where we would be if we didn't get a team that had really pacey and sweaty former Watford players. Number 10, breaking away, 13 metres out, smashing it into the left netting there. Come on. Potentially can go into match day 4 with 3 wins under our belt. But the AI seems like it wants to give them a goal. Here we go now though. Ball in. Yeah, they get it. And it's actually Peter Zielinski off the bench. Gets his goal after the Osimhen hat-trick. Yeah, another free kick there, man. It's like they've been told by the Napoli manager. Is it Pioli? I can't even remember now. To get like stuck in. There we go. That's nice. Beto. Great goal. Off the crossbar as well. That's the winner. They ain't coming back from this. Out of the two, I think Gerard Deulofeu is nearly irreplaceable. Beto, I think we could probably fetch a really good fee. That was a nice bit of individual brilliance, but he feels like a really slow sort of Benteke kind of character. Like, I feel like he's Portuguese, he's young, a lot of clubs will be sniffing around him, and we probably could get a massive offer for him. Like, I feel like he could be irreplaceable. Like, he could be replaceable. We could easily find someone to replace him. But we're going to win this one 6-4 against Napoli. Gerard Deulofeu scores 4 goals in this one. Crazy scenes. Alright, so, yeah, Wallace is back from his injury, so we're going to be able to bring him in, and let's slightly rotate the reserves and substitutions. Alright, well, on that note, probably got to wrap things up. Been playing for about an hour or two here today, so stay tuned for episode 2, coming out the exact same time tomorrow. But overall, stay tuned for episodical content of this. The main objective of this series is to try and win as many league titles as we can, and it won't be ending until we win the UEFA Champions League. So this could be potentially a 100 episode series. We'll see how we go. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoy this type of content, like and subscribe. And if you want to see more from me, check out the videos on screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. My name has been Simpsy. Cheers.